We'll start with our prayer. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurma amritam gamaya aviravirmayedhi. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Parthaya pratibodhitam bhagavata narayanena swayam Vyasena grathitam purana munina madhye mahabharatam advaitamritavarshinim bhagavatim ashtadashadhyayinim ambatvam anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita bhavadveshinim. Om, O Bhagavad Gita, with which Partha was enlightened by the Lord Narayana himself, and which was incorporated in the Mahabharata by the ancient sage Vyasa. The Blessed Mother, the destroyer of rebirth, showering down the nectar of Advaita and consisting of 18 chapters. Upon thee, O Bhagavad Gita, O loving Mother, I meditate. So, we are studying Bhagavad Gita, but a devotee requested me today to talk about Buddha a little, because we observed the birth anniversary of Bhagwan Buddha on 12th of May. So we'll start a little as with the path that Buddha discovered, and then we continue our study. So as we know, Bhagwan Buddha explored and he found 4 Arya Satya, noble truth. What are those? There is dukkha. We find in this world there is misery. Then there is a cause of misery. What is that cause of misery? And the third is, it can be transcended. This dukkha can be transcended. And fourth is, there is a way to transcend this dukkha. Dukkha means misery. So first, dukkha, sarvam dukkham, as dukkham dukkham, sarvam dukkham. Everything, even we consider whatever we consider as happiness, that also brings us misery. Even when we are experiencing happiness, that time also it is fraught with fear that I'll lose it. So dukkha is ingrained in this world. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna also said this, that anityam asukham lokam imam prapya bhajaswamam. Attaining this miserable and temporary world, worship me. So there is no denial of it, and that main dukkha that is there dukkha of death, disease, old age, these are also dukkha, misery, but main is death, and death is certain. We all are approaching that final day to depart from this world. So this 4 Arya Satya, then what is the cause of this? So this is, we'll concentrate here a little, and because this is important to come out of it. In Bhagavad Gita, this is dealt with in various ways, but here what Buddha Bhagavan said, that I'll quickly enumerate. First we see Jara Maran, that means old age and death. This is what we see. It is called Pratitya Samutpada. How this one leads to another and that leads to another. So we experience old age and death. Why this has happened? Because there is jati, means birth. Because we born, that is why old age and death will come. If that is the case, then what is the cause of this birth? We must understand the cause of birth. So it is bhava, continuity. So this is a stream, as we see in a river. It's a continuous flow. So this is the flow. Is there a way to go out of it? Yes, there is. But we'll first discover what is the causes, how it came to this body, and body means it will die. So bhava, continuity. How bhava came? This is because of upadana. There must be something which is inherent for this flow, for this bhava, continuity. So what is that upadana? So he considered, upadana means what is the component because of which this flow keeps on. Behind this, it is called Trishna, Tanha. Trishna, that means craving for enjoyment, to have continuity. So this is the cause of bhava or an upadana. Trishna. What is the cause of Trishna? Because our experience, we experience something, it's called Vedana. Vedana means feeling. We perceive something, then we like it, then we want to continue it. So, Vedana, feeling. How Vedana comes? Vedana comes because of contact, sparsha. As we come in contact with something, see like we see a scenery, oh wonderful scenery. We go to movie and we are, in the beginning we are detached. But as we start looking at the video or movie, then we get attached with it. So sparsha, contact. Because of that contact, we get Vedana. And then when we get Vedana, we have cravings, Trishna. Then we have attachment. So I have desire, Trishna. So I get attached. And then Upadana, attachment. Then Bhava, continuity, and birth, and old age, death. This is the process. Then how this contact, this sparsha, touch, happens? It happens because of our 6 senses. Mind is called another sense because it coordinates. And also it perceives something, some subtle ideas. As eyes see something, eyes receive some impulses from nature. So it also got impulse. So eyes get impulses from nature, ears get impulses from nature, skin gets impulses from nature. Similarly, all other senses. Similarly, mind also gets some impulses from nature. So we say women has got sixth sense. Not only women, men also has got sixth sense. Because mind is common. So, six senses, Shadayatana. What is the cause of this Shadayatana? How this has come? What is the cause? Then it is because of name and form. Whatever we see, it has a form, a name, and also like some name, like name and form. Then how this name and form comes? Because of Vijnana. Vijnana means consciousness. So we have awareness, so we perceive this name and form. Now how see this Vijnana is there? Consciousness. But this consciousness is involved consciousness. We have two kinds of, one is involved, like we are talking, so our consciousness is bit involved. Though it also is not involved at all. Jatavan iva, dehavan iva. As if we take birth. As if we have taken this body. When we have taken body, actually we have not taken body also. Think about it. Say generally we think we are bodies. But if you concentrate, then you will understand this body idea is in our mind. Because when we go to sleep, then we forget that we have a body. And when we have anesthesia, then we forget that we have a body. When somebody takes intoxicant, then he forgets that he has a body. So body idea is in our mind. No, go further. This mind idea is also in our consciousness. And this consciousness, involved consciousness, is also in our awareness. Though we feel all the time that we are bodies, but we are not bodies. We are consciousness all the time. So anyway, here Vijnana, consciousness means involved one. So because it is involved, it will perceive name and form. And when it will perceive name and form, then all six senses will be active and perceive those things. And then comes Vedana, Trishna, Upadana, Bhava, Jati and Jara-Marana. Now how this Vijnana comes? Vijnana comes, he considered. It comes because of Sankhara, means Sanskara. Because of our previous samskara, this is going on. Anyway, we study similar thing, but this is a way of thinking that what I am mentioning. Sanskara, so impressions, volitions. How volition comes? From avidya. So now we have come to avidya. So this is the way we get this idea of body-mind complex. So to get out of it, there is a way. What is that way? He said 8 ways, 8-fold paths. What are those? I just enumerate because our main topic is Gita, Bhagavad Gita. But as a tribute to Bhagavan Buddha, we are mentioning this. So the right understanding, first to observe correctly, perceive correctly so that we are not entangled. Right intention, so our intention also should be proper. And right speech, so that means then the translation of that observation should be on the ground. It should be translated and practiced on the ground. So speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. So these are eightfold path. So right from the beginning there is suffering, there is misery. Suffering is caused by desire, in short. Because of desire, the flow, bhava, etc. happens, as we have just now enumerated. There is a way out of suffering, and what is the way? Noble Eightfold Path. So this is a way, that's also good. We follow Vedanta path. It's not very difficult, as just now we have observed that we are not bodies, we are not minds. We are awareness consciousness all the time. Even when we perceive it that we are body-mind complex. And what we are studying? We are studying Kshetra and Kshetragya Vibhag Yoga. What is Kshetra? That we have, in the beginning, that question was like 3 sets of questions. What is Prakriti and Purusha? One is what is Kshetra and Kshetragya? And what is knowledge? And what is to be known? These 6 questions, 3 sets. Prakriti and Purusha, what is field and the knower of its field? And third, Jnanam Gyam. That means what is knowledge? So here Bhagavan said already, what is Kshetra? He said this body is Kshetra, body-mind complex is Kshetra. It's a field. Abon Manav Jomin Roilopatit Abad Korle Faltosuna. That means this body-mind is like a field. If we cultivate this, then we can reap gold. So, Kshetra and Kshetraga. Who is the Kshetraga? All-knowing. That means God alone is Kshetragya, knower of self. Kshetragyam chapimam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. In all kshetra, I am the Kshetragya, knower of body. Yes, the knower of field. And what is the Jnanam and Gyam? That we have gone in details, so I am not repeating the same thing. Rather, what he enumerated, Amanittam, Adambhitvam, Ahimsa, Kshantihi, Arjavam, all these are Jnana Sadhana Lakshanani. That means, if we cultivate this, then we can achieve knowledge, we can attain knowledge. Now, two points are left, so he is enumerating that. What is Prakriti and Purusha? What is the benefit of it? Before investing, we must explore whether it is beneficial or not. So, Bhagavan himself said, Ya evam vetti purusham. He who knows this Purusha, Purusha means Purishayanat Purnatvatva. That means who is residing in this body-mind complex, and he is full and complete. Who is residing in this city of 9 gates, and who is full and complete. So, Purusha. So, he who knows Purusha with the attributes, Prakritim cha Gunaisaha. He who thus knows the Purusha and Prakriti together with the Gunas, whatever his life is not born again. So this is the reward. What is the reward? That he will not be suffering taking another birth. So this is the result that God himself enumerated. So, if that is so, what is this Purusha? What is Prakriti? So, two things. Purusha is that who is conscious. In this we can feel also. I am conscious, you are conscious. But something in you is not conscious, as it were, like your body mind. It is not, it is matter. Body is matter. See, like if I leave this body, then it will be inert. And then people will burn it. Or whatever it will happen. So, one entity is Purusha, another entity is called Prakriti. Prakritim Purusham Chaiva Vidyanadi. So one is consciousness and one is conscious, another is unconscious. One is nirvikara, that means it doesn't affect him. See, I transcend, or everybody transcends this body-mind complex every day, every night, because they go to sleep and then they forget about this body-mind complex. So, nirvikar and nirguna, that means it has no adjuncts, no limitations. Limitations or adjuncts are imposed on it. And then it is independent. This Purusha is independent. And Prakriti is not independent. It cannot exist without a support. And this is the only truth that is there. Only truth it is there. All other appearance. So Purusha is Satya, that means it is truth, and it is Chetana, conscious, it is without taint, without any blemishes, and it is without any limitations. Whereas matter is with limitation, unconscious, and with evolutes, that means it deteriorates. So, this is in short Prakriti and Purusha. So this is eternal. What is the commonality? Both are eternal. It's like magician and magic. It's like water and its sapidity. It is like light and it's shining. Gem and it's shining. Similarly, it is eternal. So this is the commonality. And one causes that Prakriti is the cause of suffering. And when it comes closer, then all creation happens. So we can compare with, say, male, female, and then when they come closer, then family happens. So this is Prakriti and Purusham Chaiva Vidyanadi Ubhavapi. So Anadi. In short, know thou that Prakriti and Purusha are both beginningless. Why beginningless? As Sri Ramakrishna said, the gem and the shine of gem, effulgence of gem, as water and its sapidity. Sri Ramakrishna said that he gave another example. So this is, it is natural, like water and fluidity. So this is natural. So this is Anadi. Purusha are both beginningless. Know thou that Prakriti and Purusha are both beginningless, and know thou also that all modifications and gunas are born of Prakriti. So in presence of Purusha, Prakriti undergoes various changes, as it were. As magician, in presence of magician, then he creates an illusion. In presence of a spectator, then drama happens. the drama is enacted. So, like this. So, Prakriti is savikar, that means with deterioration or changes in that, and with qualities, adjuncts, limitations. And so these are eternal. This is always there. Now we go to the next. We have already gone through. They are only just reminding. Karya karana kartritve hetu prakriti ruchyate. Purusha sukha dukkhanam bhoktritve hetu ruchyate. In the production of the body and the senses, Prakriti is said to be the cause. In the experience of pleasure and pain, Purusha is the cause. So, everything happens in Prakriti, but Purusha experiences either pleasure or pain. So, that is in short what is being said here. Let me read it again. In the production of the body and senses, Prakriti is said to be the cause. Like the magic, the person who is performing magic, he'll make something which is agatana ghatana patiyashi. That means which is impossible otherwise. But he presents like that. So Prakriti, though it is not independent, but in presence of Purusha, Prakriti creates the whole universe. And Purusha, the poor Purusha, he suffers. Purusha sukha dukkhanam hetu prakriti ruchyate. We have gone through this. Now, why it is? Purusha is Shakshi Chaitanya. Shakshi Chaitanya means witness. Witness means what? It is not involved. Say, generally we see the light is shining. But actually shining is natural. It is not that he is doing some work or it is doing some work. Water scalds my hand. Actually it is not water, the warmth of water. That also it is not active work. Because you put your hand there, so naturally it is natural course of action that the heat is transferred to your hand. Or you put your hand in fire, then you say, oh, fire burnt my hands. But fire has not done anything. It was as it was. Only you put your hands and you could not stand and your hand is burnt. So this is, though it is not doing anything, but we attribute. So Shakshi is like that, witness. So Purushaha prakriti hi bhungte prakriti jan gunan. Now another thing, it is called anyonadhyas. Superimposes one quality to other and receives that quality from that. See, this light is shining on me and I am also shining because of this. Some shine is going there. So this is mutual. So, Prakriti, Purushaha Prakriti Stohi. When Purusha come in contact with Prakriti, Purusha comes in contact with Prakriti, then what happens? Bhungte Prakriti Jan Gunan. Then it either suffer or have pleasure because of that contact, which is created by Prakriti. Purusha seated in Prakriti experiences the gunas born of Prakriti. Okay, I will give example. Like this house is there. Actually what we have done? We have made a wall or 2-3 walls and this is a house. So we are having this class. That means it is space. But when it is limited, then only it can be used. A transaction can happen. Though it is not separate from the space outside. Space here is equal to outside space. But when we have some limitation, then only it is transactionable. Similarly, the self is all pervading. But when it is enclosed in body-mind complex, then comes the usage. So here, same thing. Purushaha prakritostohi. When Purusha is in Prakriti, when it is encased in Prakriti, or limited by Prakriti, or seated in Prakriti, then experiences gunas born of Prakriti. Then, though it is unattached, asangoyam, but still it experiences joys and sorrows because of the contact, because of its presence. So Purusha seated in Prakriti experiences the gunas born of Prakriti. Guna is good, bad, and also independent. Good, bad, and indifference. So this Purusha, the person, experiences either pleasure, pain, or nothing, or in between. So when it is within the limitation, say like conditioned, you are a good person, not attached. You enter buying a ticket to a movie theater. And in the beginning also you are not attached. But as you go and watch the movie, then you identify with the hero. And suppose hero and villain are fighting, you also like, some emotion comes. How it happens? It happens because of contact, because of closeness, affinity. And you feel affinity. Why? Because you started seeing. So, Purusha Prakriti Stohi, when you are conditioned in the movie theater, then comes your misery. Purusha, seated in Prakriti, experiences the gunas born of Prakriti. So, that misery is not created by you. It is because of that circumstances depicted in the movie. But you get influenced by it unknowingly, though you know it is all false. The same actor acted in so many films. You know it is all false, but still you get influenced. Because of Thor, that Doctor Who died, vanished. Oh my God, Doctor Who has vanished. So this is and people weep also. Even people commit suicide. If you're, football, if you are a football fan, or that's one, what is that called? Rugby. So people, they hate each other. If you have won, then you are on seventh heaven. Otherwise, you are just, gone. Though it has no business with you, but because of awareness and contact. So, Purusha, seated in Prakriti, experiences the gunas born of Prakriti. The reason of his birth in good and evil wombs is his attachment to the gunas. Not only in this birth, not only here. Okay, suppose you saw that movie and you got, very nice. Then you go the next show also, or the 2-3 shows. Or that actor would have performed in another movies. So you would have gone there also. So this is like Prakriti. As we like or dislike something, then it perpetuates. So the reason of his birth in good and evil wombs is his attachment to the gunas. So whatever we do, it is said, sa yatha kamo bhavati tat kratur bhavati. So whatever desire that you have, you perform similarly. And whatever you perform, then it gets impression and that lingers on and then perpetuates. So if you are performing good action, then you will born in good family, doing good. If you have not good tendency, then you will be born in bad family and it will go on. So karanam gunasangosya. So this, what is the karana? Attachment with the adjuncts. Good and evil is his because of his attachment to the gunas. Gunas, what are gunas? Sattva, rajas and tamas. Something is good. Like if you read Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna or any good book, then you will feel joy. That is sattva. And sometimes you are working very hard, workaholic. So that is rajas. And sometimes you are indolent. And that is tamas. So this is inherent in Prakriti, but those also attribute to the Purusha or influences, or it's an induction, induces. Like, like electricity, you can see the transformers, that, that boxes. So that electricity is say 220, but they put a transformer, so it transforms 120, 220, 110. So stepped out transformer, or see like, or actually it is not connected, it's only proximity that influences. It's called induction. So anyway, Purusha seated in Prakriti experiences the gunas born of Prakriti. The reason of his birth in good and evil is his attachment to the gunas. So antaha ayam atma, paramatma. So antaha paramatma. Though it is unattached, though it has no connection at all with Prakriti, but somehow he gets influenced, as if he gets influenced. Sa jatavan iva, lelayit iva. So, as if he is born, as if he is acting. Even when you are not, when you are a bit aware about it, then you can feel that you have nothing to do with this world. Upadrashta anumanta cha bharta bhokta maheshwara paramatmeti chapyukto dehasmin purushapara. Though you are influenced by Prakriti, but you will know that you have nothing to do with this. So, that is why Paramatma. Paramatma means Supreme Self. And Dehasmin, in this body, see, in this space, the same space. But because of this walls, these walls, we call it a room. But it has nothing to do with anything. It is detached, even enclosed by some walls. Similarly, this self resides within, actually he is everywhere. But we say, okay, this is in between this body-mind complex, or within this body-mind complex. So, being in this body-mind complex, it is unattached. Paramatma, cha apyukto, dehasmin purushapara. What is that? And the Supreme Purusha in this body is also called the looker-on, upadrashta. Upadrashta means, sometimes you can see some people are gambling. and a person is looking on, and he knows, oh, this is a mistake he has done. Huh? Or sometimes the people play, say like that rugby, and people say, oh, he should have done this. So upadrashta, that means he is just witness. But his witness is like that. As I said, he does not do anything, but as if he is influenced by it. But still he is not influenced. Upadrashta, anumanta. Anumanta means giver of consent, the permitter. Upadrashta, anumanta cha, bharta, supporter. In its presence, Prakriti works. That is why we can say it is bharta also, supporter. Bharta means who nourishes it. Without Purusha, Prakriti cannot work, because Prakriti has no independent existence. So in presence of Purusha, Prakriti performs. Like if there is no audience, so there is no program. So audience must be there. So when we want to see something, then only that some drama also comes up. So upadrashta means witness. Upadrashta means looker on. Looker on. In Upanishad there is a beautiful shlok, mantra. That two birds are there, of same plumage, same beautiful plumage. One is pecking fruits, various fruits, sweet, sour, bitter, etc. And when it is biting bitter fruit, he is fed up, and then he looks up, and he goes few steps up. And then he finds a sweet one, then he tries another sweet, and then he comes down. But after some time, it saw that, oh, there is another bird sitting on the top, and he's looking on. He's not involved in pecking fruits. And gradually, after experiencing so many bitter fruits, then it gradually lifts up. And one time it happens that the lower bird merges in the higher bird. And then lo and behold, he finds no other second bird. It is the same bird, but one is experiencer and one is witness. It is the same self tree, this body-mind complex. In this, द्वासयुजास सखाया समाने वृक्षे परिसस्य जाते तयुरन्यः पिप्पलम स्वाद्यति अन्यान अभिचाकशीति. So another is just only onlooker. So this is onlooker, not involved in anything. Within you also you can find a bird, yourself, who is a looker on. And another you are involved in various things of the world. And sometimes you are upset, sometimes you are elated, experience all kinds of things. But if you concentrate, if you meditate on God, if you repeat His name, then you are closer to your real self. Then you are not bothered about it, about anything. So this is upadrashta. Upadrashta means who is looker on. Upadrashta. Anumanta. Anumanta means that who gives permission, permitter, or nods, yes. So sometimes, under the influence of the situation, it nods, and then suffering comes. Bharta, bhokta, supporter, and bhokta means experiencer. Bhokta here, it is not directly involved, but as if, if you are closer to oven, you can see sometimes a warm air gushes towards you. So you'll find a little uncomfortable situation. So this is bhokta. Though you are not attached, but still it will influence. As I gave the example of movie, though you know it is all false, but somehow you get influenced. So that is, though you are not attached, but you enjoy or suffer the suffering of the hero. So Maheshwara, though all this is happening, but you are the Lord. This consciousness, awareness is the Lord, great Lord, Paramatma, highest self. And iti api uktaha is called Paramatmeti chapyuktaha dehasmin purushaha paraha. And the Supreme Purusha in the body is also called the looker on, the permitter, the supporter, the experiencer, the great Lord, and the highest self. So it is not outside. As Upanishad says, so antaha paramatma. It is our inner self. We don't need to go here and there. Of course, we have to get some guidance for this. And then we have to find within. That Supreme Self is within. It's not outside somewhere. So, ya evam vitti purusham. He who thus knows the Purusha. How? Purusha is unattached, without any adjuncts, any qualities, without any getting influenced by anything, and nitya, shuddha, buddha, mukta, svabhava. Nitya means eternal, shuddha means pure, buddha means high, intelligence. Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, and it is free, all free, always free. So Mukta Savabhan. So if you know this Purusha is like this, and Prakriti cha gunai saha, and if you know what is Prakriti and what are the various gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, Sarvatha Vartamana upi, though you are residing in this body, Sarvatha Vartamana upi, Nasa Bhuyo Abhijayati. He who thus knows the Purusha and Prakriti together with the gunas, whatever his life, is not born again. Because this is called Prakriti Purusha Viveka. If you have the detachment, then Prakriti will not influence you. Like boat. Boat should be in the water. But water should not be in the boat. But what happens? Generally we say invite, okay, come water and drown me. You know, like the bull. Bull was going the other way. And we invite bull, come and hit me. Why are you going that way? Come and hit me. In Bengali, this is a proverb. Aishan guti aja. So we invite trouble. Only thing we need to cultivate detachment. Asanga yoga. Asanga, very important. Sarvatha vartamana. And it's, in the beginning, Bhagavan said also. Nityam cha asaktir anabhishangha putradara grihadishu. Asakti means unattachment, non-attachment. And putradara grihadishu, with son, wife, home, husband, and the rest. Anabhishwanga, non-identification of self. So this is the central theme of Gita. When somebody asked, what is this Gita? Sri Ramakrishna answered, simple. Repeat it for 10 times. Gita, 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 Gita. Then Gita will be Tagi. Tagi means detachment, means Tyaga. Tyaga means renunciation. Renunciation does not mean that we should discard everything. No. While living here, only we must have a, say, barrier that I am this, I am unattached. This awareness should be there. If one can cultivate this awareness that I am not of this world, then sarvatha vartamanopi nasa bhuyo abhijayate. Then he is not born again. He will not born again. He who thus knows the Purusha and Prakriti together with gunas, whatever his life, is not born again. So after this, then we move on. Dhyanena atmani pashyanti kechit atmanam atmana anya sankhena yogena karma yogena chapare. Some by meditation behold the self in their own intelligence. And it is not outside. When we are concentrating, what you are doing, all other gross elements, all other unrelated that we capture, we somehow we hold. We are just letting it off. Dhyanena. As we concentrate, all other things falls off. Dhyanena atmani pashyanti. And where to find? In the self itself. Not outside, somewhere. Where to find? The address is given here. Not to when you find 1157 Southeast 55th Avenue. It is here. Dhyanena atmani pashyanti. And we are so blessed, we got a mantra. And how to knock at the door. Only we need to concentrate. Dhyanena atmani pashyanti. Some by meditation behold the self in their own intelligence. By the purified heart, purified heart. Kechit atmana atmana. Anya sankhena yogena karma yogena chapare. Some by doing unselfish deeds, actions, duties. Swakarmana tamabhyarcha siddhim vindati manava. We karma. What is the karma? It is very difficult, though it is not easy to understand. Bhagavan said, karmana opi bodhyabhyam akarmani karman akarmana opi bodhyabhyam gahana karmano gati. What is karma? What is akarma? Both are to be understood. And what is akarma? What is vikarma? What is against karma? One has to understand. And karmanya karma yah pashet akarmani cha karma yaha sabuddhiman manusheshu sayukta krishna karma krit. He is the wise person. While doing, he knows he is not working. No, he is not performing. And while not performing, he knows he is the highest worker. So he is the wisest person. So here, some by meditation behold the self in their own intelligence, by the purified heart, others by the path of knowledge, others again by karma yoga. Bhagavan Shankaracharya was against karma. He said karma and jnana cannot go together. Karma jnana samuchaya. Karma is good for only purifying our chitta. Chitta means our mind. Chitta shuddhi. chitta shuddhi dwarena. But Swamiji said karma is also independent path to attain knowledge. And Sri Krishna also says here, karmanya karma yapashet. He who looks karma as akarma, and akarmani chakarmaya sabuddhiman manusheshu sayuktaha. He is united. Krishna karma krit, and he has performed the karma in its excellence. And Bhagavan said in another place, Swakarmana tamabhyarcha siddhim bindati manavaha. Performing one's ordained duty, one attains the supreme perfection. And in 18th chapter, Bhagavan said that yajna karma tatra nishchayam srinume tatra yajna tapa karma na tyajyam karyam eva tat. Yajna tapa karma na tyajyam karyam eva tat. So yajna karma, sacrifices, that means offering to God. Yajna karma, and then tapaha, tapasya means like effort, self-effort. Yajna dan tapa karma na tajyam karyameva tat. The work of yajna, gift and austerity should not be relinquished, but it should indeed be performed. Yajna, gift and austerity are purifying to the wise. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, okay, purified. So, purification, whatever it is, we should not abandon. So, we should not abandon this yajna karma. This is also yajna, jnana yajna. So, very good. So, this is the fruit of it. That yayevam vetti purusham prakritim cha gunai saha sarvatha vartamanopi nasa bhuyo bhijayate. So we have to know what is prakriti, what is purusha. What is purusha? Unattached, asanga, nirvikara, without any taint, independent, truth, the only truth that exists. This we have to understand. And not to get influenced. Even if you get influenced, it's just apparent. Not to wail and weep. It's all part of the game. So not to worry. Okay, we say our prayer. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. That Sri Ramakrishna said that milk and its whiteness. Milk and its whiteness. And then money and its effulgence. Money means gem.
In the city of Brahman, in a lotus-shaped home, the child king immortal is therein enthroned. in the city of Brahman, in a lotus-shaped home. The child king is waiting to bid us hello. Whatever you want will surely be yours, if only you see His in the city of Brahman, in his lotus-shaped home. The child king is waiting. He's left all alone. The night becomes day, and slave becomes free, because our King is fearless. Our King is freedom, and you